Well, hello, folks. It's Thursday. I don't normally stream on Thursday. I streamed yesterday and promptly told you that I would see you on Friday. Yet here we are. Good reason, actually. I was talking with my sister, and it looks like this Sunday, which I normally stream on Sundays, will not be a scheduled stream because it's Mother's Day here in Canada, and we're going to be traveling down to see my mom. So that was news to me. I mean, I knew it was Mother's Day, but I wasn't sure what was going on. Normally it's a dinner time thing, but we're doing a lunch thing. So I had to shift the schedule around to sort that out. But all is good. It just means that maybe some different people will be able to see the stream because I don't normally stream on Thursdays and I don't normally stream at 4 o'clock my local time. Oh, Tria, yes, of course. I mean, we always do something. It's just normally it happens later in the day. For folks that don't know, my name is Joel Duggan. You might have sorted that out because it is the name on the channel and on most social media outlets where you want to find my stuff. Except for Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube. I had to put the VODs on that for the archive. This is the Citadel. It is a 5-year-old, I'm rounding up, server where we do vanilla Minecraft gameplay, a couple of data packs, one mod for mapping, cool stuff like that. We are going to move this tower. And you're like, but Joel, you just spent all of last stream building this archway. Yep, I did. I like it, but I don't like that it's so straight. I think I need to move it closer. I know it means it's going to cover up more of this, but I think the issue for me is this side feels very cramped, and it feels like it points too much into the corner of this building, and I don't want to move this building. So what I'm going to do, I think, is we're going to move this tower back, probably by 3. We'll try 1 first, but probably by 3. So that's the initial plan. B Ramsey, Cosmic Dancer, CP Studios. Great to see everybody. Hope you're having a good day. What was the name again? You mean my name or the name of the wharf? It's Toltobury Wharf. This is the Lego build inspiration that we're using for this build. Do I have the things? I have some of the things. I'm gonna need more stone and less wood. Keep the andesite. We'll probably need to keep stairs and slabs. Also, those are the wrong box. All right, I think that should do us. Joel, to keep my sanity and know what day of the week it is when, please, can you just stick to pancakes on Saturday this week? Cosmic, you were not the first to message me on the weekend, because I had pancakes 3 days in a row, but I posted on my birthday on Friday and on Saturday, and there's so many people that were just like, wait a minute, what day of the week is it? What are you doing to me? I was very amused by that. So like I said, this is too tight here, and I don't like how far it sticks out. So what we're going to do is remove it. And I thought about using a beacon, but I don't think it's going to be worth setting up. So we're just going to go ahead and remove most of this. I think we're going to leave this front wall for now. Massa de Paso. Masso Da peso, sorry. Thanks so much for subscribing with Prime. Really appreciate that. If you haven't already, connect your Twitch and your Discord accounts. You can join us all in the Discord. I like to hang out in between streams. There's been lots of Lego talk lately, which is good. And I have a little announcement. The Lego set that I wanted to get for the Lego stream is still not available. And I don't want to wait forever. So I was shopping online for gifts. And I decided to get myself something to tide me over until the set that I want is available. And so I picked up the Lego Luke Skywalker Red 5 helmet set. And that is going to be built on stream. Along with a birthday gift from Alistair, actually. He got me the he was very, very thoughtful, and he got me the Mandalorian Razor Crest, but like the little one, like the one where the minifig and the ship are about the same size. It's very funny. We'll do that first on stream, I think. We'll do them both on the same stream. So what I'm thinking is that this is going to go across by 3, and then the next part is going to go across farther out by 3. So 1, 2, 3. I should probably just build some scaffolding here. Make my life a lot easier. Right, and then this is going to be out by 3 more, I think. So what will that do to the tower? Was watching the Spawn Chunks podcast. I'm assuming you were listening on YouTube. Thought I'd come see what the Citadel was like. Well, thanks very much. De peso? Appreciate that. Since you're new, hold on to your hat. This is the Citadel, which I talk about a lot, and this is Westhill. This is the town that I've been working on for over a year. And so this is the east side, the east market, the main roads. This is the keep. Still have some interiors to do here. And then what we've been doing the last few streams have been planning out this side, the west side. And it's a little richer and fancier than the other side. And we're now getting down into the details, and we started to work on this wharf the other day. Coming from the Spawn Chunks says Archimac as well. That's great. I'm glad so many people listen to the Spawn Chunks. That's amazing. It's always really nice when people come in and say hi. I think I might have mentioned that on the recent episode too. Because so many people from the Spawn Chunks came over on my birthday too. Dalara, hey, how's it going? Blank Benji is here. Hello. So if we did that, it would also remove this. Oh no, wait. This would stay the same. Whoops. 1, 2, 3 would stay the same. This would move. And then 3, so would this. So we lucked out that it's 9 wide. And that would push this back to here. And then this would end up being here on the corner, which might not be a bad thing. I think that's going to give a cooler dynamic. And if we start removing this stuff, then I think you will see But this is going to feel a lot better coming around the corner as well. Yeah, especially if we knock this back too. Tipster, hello. Welcome in. Guess I shouldn't get too carried away until I know where things are going to be. How long of a project is the city? It has been a little over 16 months. Started in November. Well, okay. The city itself started in December of 2020. But the area, I think this farm down here was November. And then this back here would have been before that. But this specifically would have been November. Because there was a break between the starting area and... Oh, and the, oh. And the farms. Do I test builds in a creative server? Nope. Nope. I have a Pinterest page. I look at inspiration. I translate the designs directly, and we do it live here on stream. That's part of the fun, is having folks here to see it happen live. I like that dynamic a lot better. I'm sacrificing this, but I like it a lot better. Oh, no, that was right. This might also solve some of our other problems with the connections looking kind of funky. Because now there'll be a decent change in geometry. Soupful subscribing with Prime, 7 months. Thanks so much. Thanks for the content, says Soupful. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Glad you enjoy the community too. 7 months, wow. Do you go mining to get the materials stream? I actually don't mine for materials. I have a number of big mines and farms on the server. And most of the material... Oh crap, that was... Keep on thinking I have to rip everything down. I don't. That was a question we had last time, I think. And most of my materials, like the stone and the bricks and everything, they come from my chests. Like, I've just got the stuff around. Things like trees I'll mine on stream, like I'll grow a tree or two. I've also had some help from delightful server mates like Cosmic or Alistair that have come by with material and been like, here, we have this stuff, we'll give it to you for help. I can't think of the last time I actually had to go on a big mining. I think the last time I had to go mining was when I wanted like calcite or something from the new line of blocks. So the only tricky part here is that it's going to be a lot more difficult to do the top of this and have it be something that looks like we can actually walk through it. So we're going to have to muddle around with this a little bit. Because these are not going to work in these positions. We'll have to go in 4s or 2s or something to figure this out. Oh, I missed a question from DePeso. Joel's been a podcaster for 10 years-ish, I think. So kind of it all came from that. Yes, I started listening to podcasts around the same time I got into World of Warcraft. And I started producing my own podcasts more than 10 years ago. But the Citadel Cafe is my longest running podcast that I've been producing. That's been 10 years. Comics Coast to Coast, I was on that show for the better part of 8 years, but it's like a 15-year-old show. And I did a show called the Dating Digital Podcast, which predates the Citadel Cafe. And that ended in 2012. Question was, how did you get into content creation? Yeah, it started with podcasting. But actually, and I shouldn't say that, because I was streaming on Justin TV doing live artwork before I think it turned into Twitch, and then eventually became more about video games. Because Justin TV for me was live streaming art. I was live streaming art before I was live streaming on Twitch, for sure. So I was used to the idea of it. And I did online webcomics too. All right, so that's roughly correct. Yeah, we'll have to do some fiddling with the top of it there, but I think I like that angle better. I certainly like this thing being pushed back. The other option, of course, would be to move the other tower as well. Pain in the butt, but not impossible. If we wanted to have this go straight. But I think we'll go one step at a time here. This, however, looks unfortunately bad. So I'm probably going to extend this. Which means extending this. That's not awful. I might bump this back a little bit. Yeah. Certainly more interesting than it was before. And as far as the top goes, I think if we go in even numbers, then we should be able to not only walk across it, but we should be able to fix this issue with the stairs. So if I go up here and put that there. And then I go over here and move that over to this position. Then it's technically walkable. That's the wrong way. It might still look a little bit funny. Yeah, I don't know whether we have to add like walls in there. Alright, well that looks dumb. I think I did this over on the walls over here. Yeah, this is on an angle here. So how did I handle this? Got an overlap, which helps. And I just left the stairs hanging there. Okay. I think there was some fiddling around in here. Yeah, there's a wall there. And this kind of overlap here. Makes sense. My first stream was your birthday stream, and immediately I could tell you were an artist by trade. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. I'd like to think it comes through. I think the process, the approach to the process is pretty similar. Right. So here, what we would do is maybe have this slab continue farther. And then maybe sneak in a wall or a stair. Is that a slab? That's a slab. Oh, that doesn't want to stick to it. I guess we could go in 2s instead of 3s. I could just push this whole thing out here. It might have also just been easier to move it 1 block instead of 2. Yeah, that looks funny there. I ran into this issue on the west gate over here. Was hooked on the first stream itself. That's very cool. Thanks, Darky Mac. Oh, almost nighttime. Do you think the dragon fight needs a buff or rework? Nope. Minecraft for me is not a combat game. So I don't really have any affection for any of the boss fights because I don't think that the game, as far as mechanics go, lends itself to good PvE or good PvE. Did I say that right? PvP and PvE, neither of which are very good in Minecraft. You want a good PvP game or PvE game? Go play something else. If you want an amazing building and creative game, play Minecraft. That's where my mind is with all of it. I mean, it looks fine from over here. It's just this one piece that sticks out funny. Maybe that has to be a slab. And that might change with some decoration as well. Right. Yeah, I feel like that's less claustrophobic, although it's still really close to this tower here. Graham Baboon, welcome in. Good to see you. I think it's better than it was before. I don't think I'm in love with it, but I think it's better than it was before. And I feel like if we brought this too much closer, like 2 blocks this way would really reduce the size of this house. And I think it would give us some issues in terms of feeling claustrophobic. Like if the whole thing was this face, let's just do a test here. Oh, come on. So if we went straight across again, it would put us to there. I mean, that's not awful. So if we decide we don't like the angle, we do have a way to go back. Why is my character so slidey today? All right, so that's good. Happy with that. Actually, I like these torches here too. We might work on something a little bit fancier, but for now, I just want to grab some dark oak fences and some lanterns. Oh, there we go. Rain! Only took 30 minutes. Ah, Tunker Out, hello, welcome in. Good to see you. Canal Guard, let's just move this sign. And here, I think we might actually revisit this white building. See how much nicer that looks now when you come around the corner? Now that this isn't 2 blocks out forward. I think this works out much nicer. We can put back the square. Need some cobblestone. One, two, three. So 1, 2, 3. The one time I want to swim, and it won't let me. Has your character been on ice skates again? It feels like it. It certainly feels like it. So yeah, I think what we can do here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks. So we could, rather than doing rows of 2, I feel like I should do rows of 5. I think that could be more fun. And it might line up better. This building has already got rows of 2, so we could start this building. I guess we'd start it there. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 10 is there. Does that work out for the entrance? Does it, does it, does. Oh, except for we lose this here. I'm back from a little Java edition learning. I can see small improvements. Keep clicking the wrong mouse button. Oh yeah, that was my big issue. Although I guess when I tried Bedrock, I tried it on Xbox, and so I was on a controller, and I just felt like everything in my inventory was taking me absolutely eons. I didn't feel anything was fast. Well, that's convenient, Archimac. Appreciate it. Keep on trying to sleep the rain away, but it's not a thunderstorm. Yep, I think I like that better. It gives us more room to put some stuff out in front of these things. Or even add like a fancy entrance. You know? We could do a bunch of different things here. I actually like that there's a second floor there, so maybe we'll leave that. We'll just bump it over a bit, maybe. Kind of a fun, happy accident of what was there before. Man, those sirens are going right by my house. This would be down one. Going to change a bunch of stuff in here, but probably for the better. Oh, this gets a lot smaller then, doesn't it? Interesting. Controller is slow, but have been able to adapt to it, mouse and keyboard. I've never been able to adapt to a mouse and keyboard. I think it's because I played first-person shooters on a computer for years before I tried any kind of first-person console game. That's probably why. How is this looking from the other side here? Yeah, that could work. Maybe that's a balcony. I've been listening to the Spawn Chunks, says Tipster. Heard you talk about the Citadel. Love the way it looks. So thanks. This is only part of it. This is just West Hill. Obviously, the rest of the server has all the other good folk. Cosmic and Stephen ESC and Alistair. Yeah, and then in here, we might change this gable to be something else. We can go up and potentially put stairs here. For others, no other reason than just interested, are you adding any rooftop gardens? I hadn't thought about that, but that's possible. I don't see why not. It would depend on the build, I guess, and where it is. I don't know if this is where this is going to stay. But that's one possibility of what could go there. But I like the change, at least to this part. And this gives us a lot more room to have other things happen out here that could be more interesting. Including extending that probably all the way to here. Yeah. All right, cool. So the next thing I want to tackle is this other side here. So if we pop up my reference, there are a couple of towers. Some of them have got roofs on them, some of them don't. And so I'm looking to see what other designs we can squeeze into the other towers. I need to bring this reference up on my own screen too. So yeah, I feel like there's that large tower in the back that has a black roof on it. Don't think any of the towers that we've made are really going to be something that will work with that. So I want to do that one next. That could benefit from being a little bit larger at the top. This has got something attached to it as well. This has got like a little house on the other side. And this doesn't have to be a tower. So this part could be like a house attached to it. How tall do we want this to be? Free stuff. I was trying to take a screenshot earlier, and all it was these derpy squids swimming on the surface. And I don't know why they do that. It's really silly. I've never seen a squid in this game not essentially kill itself. It's really kind of a strange AI. What's the most exciting thing for 119? Frog lights are going to be cool. And skulk sensors. Cosmic Dancer has set a monthly tip for $10. Thanks so much, Cosmic. Really appreciate that. I don't mention that often enough, but for folks that are wondering if you prefer to use Streamlabs, which just kind of goes to my PayPal, you can use Streamlabs to set up a reoccurring monthly donation, just like Cosmic has. And then it gives you an option every month in chat to redeem the notification, like the pop-up there. And I really appreciate that, Cosmic. Thank you. Do any project considering the Warden? Nope. Just like I said about the PvE and PvP in the game, I don't really have any interest in the Warden. It might be kind of cool to set up a mob farm where the Warden kills things, but like, I feel like it's going to be too much of a pain in the butt to get, to transport, to fight, to deal with. I think it's going to be basically insta-death, and it's not going to be easy to move it around at all. So somewhere's around there, maybe? probably a block higher, plus a roof. And then if we had a roof on top of this, I guess it would start here. Hey, Mixture Gun, how's it going? Ooh, I like that. I think that'll work. The roof might be a little... I might want to make the roof a little bit bigger, but it doesn't compete with that. Almost looks like it's part of it. Maybe we should change the design of it a little bit to have it mimic that. That could be kind of cool. It might look a little bit silly on a small tower, though. It's the only thing. But I'm definitely thinking either a dark oak or maybe probably a deep slate tile roof. Yeah, for now I think we should go with the way that everything is kind of built out of stone and andesite. Oh, tell him to drink. Glad things are going well, Mr. Gun. No worries, Jimmy. Have a good one. So these are at that level. I'd say we'd probably want to do maybe at least to here. And then maybe we'll start in with some andesite. I should have been counting as to how high that was. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. What I was hoping for. We all support the insta-death of Alistair so long as it's on stream. There is screaming in terror and humor. I missed something. All right, do we like that being andesite? I worry it might blend in a little bit too much, maybe, with the tower next to it. We'll go get some polished andesite and see if we can make it look a little bit better. If not, we might have to go back to stone. Alistair will go warden hunting in 119. Oh yeah, I'd imagine there'll be a lot of death. Don't need the walls anymore. Or the sign. Oh, dark oak. Right, I was going to go the other side and see what some combination of andesite might look like. So what if we had... Go up by 1. Well, this won't work because they'll connect in the middle. Or we could just andesite line these up. See if that works. And there. Okay, so then in here, I'm going to switch this. What? Going up by 2 and then by 1 to go up and check that. I'm curious of what this might look like if I kind of made it look like it was part of the same building. Flight test, thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. Oop. Am I missing a block there? I'm totally missing a block there. I was like, I could have sworn I landed on the right spot. Let's just go from somewhere as we can see. So looks like going up by 2s. So if we did that here, we would probably do something like this. Do some sort of cap. Maybe cap the corners. Whoops. Let's just do the other side first. That goes like that. I'll have to fill it out a little bit. That's not bad. I think I like the andesite blocks in there. Although I guess I have to decide if I want this to look like it's part of the neighbor or if I want it to look like it's part of the wharf. I think this probably has to go. I wouldn't mind that even being a wall. Which I didn't keep. Frozy, hello. Hope you're having a good day. Rabelais, welcome in. Fortunately, my wife gives me lists, says McScrewgun. We've been marrying long enough to know she's not to leave me to my own devices. Nice. I've got a friend that always has what I believe is affectionately referred to as a honey to-do list. Which is a shortened version of honey, can you please, or honey, I'd like you to. To do something like that. I don't know about those blocks, but I don't know if I can get away with doing a roof without an overhang. Maybe we should use trapdoors. I am surprised I did not smash my face just then. Like, would this look better if this was like a row of trapdoors? And what do we do with these? I guess these would become just wood. Oops. Reminds me when I was first building Snake Mountain, my first few months in Minecraft, and I was building something way up in the air, and I would jump off of it, and it would always give me a pit in my stomach. Yeah, that works out pretty well. I don't know about those being right next to one another, the stairs, but... And I guess if we do this, then we have to go with dark oak. Because otherwise, if we did my first thought, which was deep slate, then we won't be able to do this trick with the trapdoors. That's on the bottom slab. I guess we could do slabs here. Cosmic is saying that it's break time already. Yeah, I prefer the stairs, so that's fine. And I'd like the tower to be a little bit, I guess, more full in terms of the bottom of it, so I think we'll have it go higher first. What do we think? Do we think deep slate for that? Same as this roof? I know the reference image has got dark roofs. Alright, one must listen to the Cosmic when you're told to take a break. If you are new to the channel, I take a break once an hour. It is about that time. It's an excellent opportunity for you to get a drink, grab a snack, and maybe bring a friend. We're trying to increase the viewers on the channel. So if you want to recommend me, you can use Twitter. I've got a tweet out there. You can do bang Twitter or bang tweet in chat, or you can just DM a friend, and we'll see you in just a bit. All right. Let's see what other things we can get on top of this roof. Do I like it that tall? Yeah, I don't think I want it to any taller because I don't want, like, I don't want this to be your view of it all the time. I like that it overlaps with the gray. I do think that maybe black would be a better color. Thank you, Cosmic. Thank you, Screwgun. Oh, Rabelais, have you not seen the new transitions and the new pop-ups, the new alerts? This is just a follow, but most of them look like this now. I guess we can just see what this looks like if we spin this around. I should probably just break this so I have a way to get back up. Whoops. And we'll move this. Probably should have looked to see what was on those signs before I started ripping them out. I think this is just like the Harbor Tower or something I called it. Are the new transitions a thing of the new Stream Deck or new to Twitch? Oh no, they are from Nerd or Die, nerdordie.com. And I actually have an affiliate account now with nerdordie.com. The link is in the Discord. I haven't yet put it in commands in chat. It is in the panels though, on my About page on Twitch. You can get to it on the About page. They are, you can buy them as full stream packs. Or you can just, like, if you only want transitions and you're happy with like your alerts and stuff, then you can just have alerts. And they have a sale on right now. If you spend over $30, then you get 50% off. So you can essentially get, like, you know, two stream packs for the price of one, I think. Yeah. Yeah, the code is BOGO. Buy one, get one. Joel's affiliate link, there you go. There's in chat. So click that link and then browse around the store. And if you decide to buy something, then it helps me out as well. So what I was thinking was that maybe this should be a solid block. That should be a stair. And then this would be a solid block. And then this would be a stair. But I'm not sure. That definitely helps. That definitely helps. I think we might want to go... Well... We could go... We could try going a little shorter. I do want to see what the deep slate looks like on half of this at least. We'll go with deep slate tile. Oh gosh. First, we need to like ditch all this crazy stuff. Deep slate. Deep slate has walls, though. Tile wall. Even though we'd lose the trapdoors, we'd be gaining a wall. Dan Grice, take it easy. Have a good one. Thanks for coming by. You know, I think we're just going to go outside with this. So if we did deep slate here, how did I do that other one? On the bottom of that block? And then we did stairs. Then we could do walls here. Oh, wow. I did not do that very well, did I? Hold on. Here comes a creeper. Day has been great so far. Pretty chill morning doing like admin work stuff. Followed by quick chat with my sister, and then lunch, and then the stream. All right, so this did not go well here. I think this has to be lower. Now I don't know what to do here. It might be that we have to do something with trapdoors. Why does that look so bulky? The overhang helps a little bit. Like it's not perfect, but it does kind of work. I don't think I need the trapdoors. I had a better shape with the dark oak. The dark oak shape is better. So I'll have to mimic that. Yeah, I think I like the tile texture better. No interest in making all of your tools netherite. I just haven't bothered, Rokuta. I just haven't bothered. It's on my list of things to do if I want to break from West Hill. So I think, like, because of how big this project is and how much we have left to do, I think, like, you know, once I finish this wharf, which will be a few streams, I'll probably take a break and we'll go. We've got dragons to kill. We've got, because we want to finish off the end and not have to fight the dragon anymore. And then I've also got some other farms I want to build. Shulker Box Farm. Meso da Peso, thanks very much for coming by. Have a good afternoon. or good evening, depending on where you are. I appreciate it. Hope to see you again. And thanks again for the sub today. Really appreciate it. What's the road map? You mean the map mod? It's a Zero's minimap. Yes, I think we will just... Yeah, I think I like the tile better. Gotta remember to take it in from different views. And yeah, I mean, it still stands out even with a dark oak roof. But I think that it'll stand out better, that tile roof. I just have to mimic what I did on the other side first. It's just the enchantment glint is not on. The tools are enchanted. I've got a custom texture on a lot of my tools. My diamond tools have all got custom textures, but I've not bothered to do the custom textures for the netherite tools. That's why I haven't upgraded for most of them, is because I don't like the look of... Like, I thought it would be cool to make them look fancy. So, I just haven't done it yet. And I wear iron leggings because it makes the game harder for me, but not for anybody else on the server. So we don't have to, like, have big meetings about server difficulty. We can just go ahead. I think what we'll do is we'll put bricks there. Bricks there. Leave this. And I'll put the walls here. And then this, I think I like better as stairs. Well, that's what the problem was. This was too high. Yeah, this is too high. There we go. Get rid of that. This goes the other way. Change this as well. That's correct, right? No, this is going to go sideways. I think, anyway. This is where I do not have a lot of experience with these kinds of roofs. There's a wall, goes there. I mean, it could be a lot harder. I could be trying to make a... like a 2x2, like not a 2x2, but like a 4x4 or a 6x6. I find even level layer roofs so much harder than the odds. Then maybe we can put a wall there. Got stuff everywhere now. Hopefully this looks okay. Hey, look, free stuff. I feel like it got chunky on one side somehow. Yeah, it's higher on one side than the other. Or maybe it's just the angle that you look at it. Breaks up things a little bit. Yeah, it needs to come down on those midlines, doesn't it? Right there. Fine. Easily done. Okay, so we'll take this and put this down here. Yeah, okay. I think that'll work. That goes like that. I'm not entirely sure about that peak, but we'll leave it for now. I think that was it, Elkhorn. I think that was the... Oh, that wall is too high. That's another thing. Missed the back corner. What? Yep. Also, the mighty Elkhorn. Hello. I didn't see you come in. Hope you're having a good day. I don't know if you got a shout out, but I have that handy. Really hard to see. Rex the Butterfly King, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. And Fraggle Meat. Okay, Fraggle Meat, you win the funniest username today. Thanks for the follow. Sorry I missed that like 20 minutes ago, but Fraggle Meat. Wow. That is hilarious, nostalgic, and morbid all at the same time. He has 2 now. So mighty, you have to shout his name out twice. Did I hit the button twice, or did you shout him out as well? So one thing we could do is that we could extend... If I really wanted to give this a cap, then I could extend the slabs along the corners here. I was hoping to have it look more fortified, but that might be better. Yeah, that does look better, doesn't it? Okay, we'll do that for now. Again, we can revisit this as when I start to do all the texturing and the details, we can work around with it. Do you really think Cosmic would miss something? The shoutouts for Elkhorn, Hunter, and Sandy are new-ish, so I wasn't sure. Plus, I just like playing with the new buttons on my Stream Deck. I like that I have them. No. Oh. See? See, Screw Gun? Your fault. All right, so that should help. I'm still not sure about the little blocky things on the corner. I think it looks a little bit too much like its next door neighbor. And I think I might want to knock it down by a block. Just so that it looks a little bit more even. But like how these are even with the floor, I feel like this should be maybe even with the floor. Then maybe what we'll do here is like that. And we'll replace this with stone for now. I accept this responsibility. Nice. Love new buttons on the Stream Deck. Ravik MC, yeah, they're handy. I need to talk to Alistair. There's a really cool thing that he's got going on his where like he'll go into a folder full of people that he raids often and their buttons will be lit up if they're online. So he doesn't even have to go to Twitch to check anything. He can just do it right from his Stream Deck, which I think is really cool. If we gave this a treatment like I've used across a lot of the other builds in the area, and see what this looks like if we stripped it out. And then we could maybe work in like a little bit. So like maybe take this one out here. Then we could do something like that and replace them with stone. Still feels kind of boring. Let's go look at other towers. So that had cobblestone in the middle. I've not done a lot of 5x5 towers. There's one out here at the front. I feel like I'm slowly being replaced by the Stream Deck. No, no way, no how. Besides, my Stream Deck does not have nearly the patience that you do. So there's that. That just has more stuff on it. That's just a straight gradient. Yeah, some of these have got better block choices. I don't want to put any deep slate on it because of course then it's going to look like it's made of the same thing that the roof is made out of. Sly Whistle 77100. Thanks very much for the follow. I do like the lower base, so that's good. And I like this side better than that side. I think that side is just too similar. Maybe the trick is going to be for this one to skip this whole idea of a base. Oh, come on. Stop flying. Why? Sorry, folks. This mechanic of elytra and water is really, the last few days has been really getting to me. Maybe we can come in here and mess this up a bit. And so rather than having a line there, we can accentuate the height by just bringing this all right down. Oh yeah, Ravik, we'll get there. We'll get there with mossy stuff. I don't know. I think I do like the base. We'll mess up the base with some texture and whatnot. And I think I'll just reduce the amount of andesite in it. We'll just keep the andesite to a minimum. Especially on this side. And we'll have it go back up again, and back down again. Might as well just do this all in here. Nice and easy. Grab this stuff. I can't remember what update it was that they changed the reach in Minecraft, and I am so happy about it. It was something to do with crouching, the way that it affected things, and it really makes a big difference. I think that's everything. And yes, we'll return this back to normal. But we'll probably come back with like mossy cobble and mossy bricks and deal with all this a little bit later. Psycho 5353, welcome in. Good to see you. Take it easy, flight test. Have a good one. Ooh, lots of bricks everywhere. All right, I think that's a decent start. Let's bring this back up again. So this is kind of a mix. Like there's not a tower on the left side of the wharf. The wharf actually has two sides. It actually it kind of wraps around the builds in this particular Lego inspiration, but the tower at the back was kind of where I got the idea for the dark roof. I wanted to have something around it like they have in the Lego build, but I didn't want to make it bulky on the top. That could be something we return to later on though. And I don't think I want to put towers or roofs on the towers by the archway, I don't think. But next, I would say we need to... I guess we need to work on the buildings just behind this tower that we just kind of built. That's probably the next thing. Cormac, we were working on this tower. Just kind of throwing in some ideas, getting the right height for it and stuff. Might as well put in a floor. And as far as inventory, I have too much stuff. These still feel pretty bare too. Inventory woes, you don't say. Never happen. This is also driving me crazy. All right, maybe this will go here. And the idea was to put something here. Now this doesn't have to stay. The idea was to have a little bit of a staircase that come around here and turn around. Now this doesn't have to be here specifically. We do have a little bit of wiggle room. And I think we should probably remove this. Stick to this. Glad I left this little step here. $120 will be the Joel update. Mojang induced cracked stairs and slabs, bigger pockets. Oh man, one can only hope. The piece of land you keep on using as your backup and review platform, the burp. Are you planning on doing anything on the other side? I don't know, actually. I don't know what would make sense to be there. That's just where that's the natural like curve of the river. We've expanded it on the north side, but that's kind of I streamed it out a little bit to make it look nice, but that's basically how the river in Minecraft generated. You can see where it kind of goes down here and then eventually kind of peters off and gets all speckly. But including my little sand arrow. You stopped landscaping here. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what could or should be there. I wouldn't mind like putting a lot, like doing some landscaping, like bushes and grass and like really cover it in a lot of foliage maybe. That would be kind of cool. Hunter 555, folks. Oh, Cosmic beat me to it. Thanks so much, Cosmic. So yeah, I want to come up here. I feel like this is too close. Yeah, I think we need to back this up. Maybe that could stay there. Trying to leave some greenery around. The idea was that some of this might connect to a door somewhere somehow. Because this could be a good way to get into this tower. Because this doesn't look very good. Unfortunately, if we close that off, then we lose access here. Unless we go around the front and change the way that the front connects. Which is possible. I mean, we could do something like out here. That's actually not a bad way to break up the front of that, now that I think about it. And if I wanted to put a balcony there, that kind of makes sense. I might remove this. I think that works. That keeps that nice and tidy. Probably end up making this feel a little bit more solid. Yeah. I mean, we'll put stairs here. And this comes in here, and this ultimately, oh, that's supposed to be a staircase, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't want that any closer. I was going to come in and go around here, but I'm wondering if it might be better. This is probably going to go down. People that are wondering, there's a mine shaft down here. And I just thought it'd be kind of fun to put like a staircase or something going down to it. What is this? That is the outside. I mean, I guess this could be a stair here. Whoops. That could be a step. That could be a step. And then if this is a solid, then that could be a step. And this could be like an upside down or a slab. Yeah, let's go get some stairs. Just got the Twitch notification about the stream. Glad I'm in the Discord. Thanks. Yeah, I appreciate that reminder. I have not been getting notifications at all. I've got notifications on my phone turned on. I've got smart notifications on Twitch turned off. Like, I basically told Twitch, notify me everywhere when one of my streamer people that I follow goes live. And I have not been getting the notifications. One of these days, he's going to fall in that mine shaft, hopefully. Thanks, Cosmic. You always have my best interests at heart. That'd be a good way to derail the stream. Certainly wouldn't be getting a lot done. Oh, we still hit our heads. That's unfortunate, because that connection looks terrible. So we'd have to have this be a stair here. And that's just enough to get away with it, I guess. Just enough to get away with it. I'm not sure where we would go. I guess we could just create a twisty staircase that goes this way. Because I don't want to make like a spiral staircase because I find them annoying. And this is for no other reason other than just because I can. So maybe here we'll go into like a landing. And then we can have like a 2 wide staircase going down this way eventually. Hunter 555 resubbing for 17 months. Thanks so much, Hunter. Hope you're having a great day. Always appreciate you being here. That works out because there's obviously a floor like right above us. So I would say we go to there. And then we could just keep on going down. And we could do whatever we want as far as switching things. Oh, that's a little bit low. And I think maybe we will knock this back. There might even be a way to hook this up with the tower next door. There is a really big space right above us. Like you can see on the map, I'm pointing into this tower. That tower is empty. So we might be able to come down from in there. Where are we? This is negative 9,046. Yeah. Oh, there it is there. So we could have another secret passageway hooking up from there. That could be kind of fun too. Goes down like that. I'll bring this in here. I do like my secret passageways. Oops. Yeah, that just feels a little bit low. That is, I think, the dirt path outside. I would imagine this would end up being just stone, right? Or a mix of stone and cobblestone and a bunch of other stuff. We'll worry about texture later. Whoops. All right, so now you can come out of this building and you can go down this way, or there's this way. Go around this way, go inside, go down that way. Yeah. Good stuff. Stairs, you know a guy that's an expert? Right. He's watching. I think he's, he might be having dinner. Steven was lurking earlier. Thanks, Cosmic. Yeah, I think it's part of the fun, having the pathways link up. Like, for example, I would say we'll do stairs here. Like so. I did kind of like that, but I think that might be an issue now. There's no real point. Maybe we'll back that up by one. Because it's not really... I guess I could turn this sideways. Sure. Yeah, it's a little walkway, but it works. I don't know that I'd want to put like a wall or anything on it. We would want to do stairs at some point, though. The Frog Queen is raiding with a party of 36. And Scuba Duck has followed. The Frog Queen, welcome in. Thanks ever so much. Appreciate you sharing your peeps. Giant Frog 890, thanks for the follow. What were you up to today, Frog Queen? How are things? We are working on the west side of West Hill. Let me get a higher vantage point so I can say hello to everybody. A longer stream than usual to celebrate a bit. Oh, what were you celebrating? That sounds fun. Sounds quite fun. While we're waiting for everybody to come in, 1 year partner anniversary. Congratulations. That's amazing. Good stuff. We have heard tales of your building skills, says Giant Frog. Well, thanks very much. I'm glad that the building skills have been circulating. That's a nice compliment. I appreciate that. Congratulations on the year, Frog Queen. That's amazing. We're trying to aim for that ourselves. You can see in the top left corner, we're trying to get our views per stream up around 130 so we can hit that 75 average over the course of 30 days. It's the last metric that I need to apply for partner. But for folks that don't know, my name is Joel Duggan. This is the Citadel. It is a nearly 5-year-old vanilla server. We do have a couple of fabric mods installed just for quality of life and some data packs, but nothing that really affects gameplay. It's things like this map that come in very handy when you're planning out a giant medieval town that has been in the works for a year or more. We've been here working in West Hill for quite some time. As you can see from the roof frames and empty boxes around, this is a new area of town. We've only just been planning this out the last couple of weeks. Most of what we've been doing is over here in Low Town, the little fishing village. And then we've got the East Market, which is probably the first part of the town that I built up outside of the gate. And this is all, of course, finished with details and whatnot. But yeah, I'm also the one of the co-hosts and producers on the Spawn Chunks podcast all about Minecraft. And I do the Citadel Cafe podcast, which is all about sci-fi and fantasy entertainment. And I'm local. The Frog Queen and I live in the same city. Yes, please, no worries, Frog Queen. Leave the lurk, raid and run, whatever you need to do. I totally get it. I do the same thing. Reduce the screen time, feed the face, do the things that you need to do. I don't have a personal favorite build, Giant Frog. I'm partial to all of it. It's all kind of just coming together. I try not to spend too long on anything. I like the views. I would say my favorite view, so not a favorite build, but my favorite view is over here. I like this view. I think this view is pretty cool. Minus the derpy squid everywhere. But this is the kind of stuff that I like. So yeah, where we are working today, just so folks know, I guess I can land on a tree. Be the easier way to explain it. We are working on what we're calling Toltobury Wharf, which is inspired by this Lego build by Toltomaja or Maja. I didn't make the Lego, obviously. This is a custom mock that they did, and I'm not copying it, but I'm getting some inspiration in terms of some shapes, some building ideas. All the towers, like all that kind of stuff, kind of came in from this build. So we're using that as some inspiration for this build here, and you can sort of see where there's like that little archway here, and then we have a canal, which the other build doesn't have. So we're just kind of roughing in the shapes. We're not doing any detailing. We're just kind of like, today we put in this tower and this roof, and then we also moved this tower and created an angle on this overpass. And I think it's working out well. I'm now just debating whether I want to put these dark kind of roofs on both of these towers, but I feel like it might make them a little bit too big. What do you folks think? Cosmic is saying, just FYI, you are approaching a break time. No, we won't take it just yet, but letting you know you're getting at that time. Thanks. Yes, we will take a break shortly, but seeing as a bunch of people just came in with the lovely Frog Queen raid. And folks, please go follow the Frog Queen if you haven't already. She does some really fun content, has a really nice community as well. Super, super awesome people. So drop a follow over there. And the raiders that just came in, if you wouldn't mind clicking over and refreshing the page and watching on twitch.tv/Duggan, it does a great deal to help us increase the average viewership. Is that from Pinterest, Joel? I think it's on my Pinterest page. I think it is. That's certainly how I found it. Whether or not that's where I've kept it, I don't know. Is it how I found it? Maybe I found it on Instagram. I don't remember. But you can find it. You can find pictures online. Easy enough. You might even be, if you read, yeah, Toltobury. If you look that up and type Lego next to it, it's like the first Flickr page that comes up in a Google search. It's pretty easy. Just about to finish smelting 8 stacks and 26 raw copper. That's a lot. That's a lot of smelting. Giant frog. So where do we want to go next? I guess we need to approach some of these buildings that are attached to everything. I think I prefer to change. I think we're going to make this bone here on the left-hand side. So if I look at this again, yeah, so this building here I think is what we need to tackle next. And I think we're going to put deep slate on the roof. Yep. I think we're going to put deep slate on the roof. And are we going to switch to bone? We might. We might. We'll get both. We'll see what's up. Do I still have the deep slate? No. Tile. Bring that to. We're gonna need more deep slate in general. I don't need any of this stuff. I'll put a lot of this away. I'll keep the stone bricks. Coarse dirt. Guess we'll grab half a stack there. Okay. Oh, bone blocks. And sleeping. Will you use any of the 119 blocks in the town? Potentially some frog lights. Maybe some mud if it called for it, but like I can't think of anything off the top of my head. What are the new 119 blocks? Remind me. So I'm thinking we can try this with bone blocks. Probably not all going to be bone, but we'll try it. Oh yes, we lose all these nice little connections, unfortunately. I wish there was something similar to trapdoors for stone. Like a, I guess you could call it a stone tile. It would be the same size as a trapdoor. It wouldn't function like a trapdoor, but it would give you that little eighth of a block scale. That would be so handy. So for folks that are new to kind of like my way of building, because it's such a big project, I tend to do waves. I tend to do like a framing pass where I'm just kind of like blocking everything in, making sure I'm not going to build something in a place where I don't want it. And then I'll go through and I'll start filling in the details and making block choices. So you see a lot of spruce and a lot of oak, dark oak everywhere. Those aren't the color choices. The prismarine is probably going to say prismarine, but like we just happen to have a lot of spruce and a lot of dark oak. So that's why all these roofs are made that way. I guess I should look to see if I even like this roof height before I fill it in. Ooh, maybe we want it to be a little bit lower. What is this? It goes up and then in one, and then it goes up and then it's in one again. I kind of like that height. So maybe we do like a deep slate slab there. Like I've been trying to experiment with different ways of doing roofs so that they're not all exactly the same. We've got some leeway on this too. Because on this side it can be whatever it wants. Don't want to go any lower than that though. That there, and then here. And really we could change those inside a different shape. Because if we want to have a balcony in here, this gets really tight really quickly. I wonder if this should be out more. Try not to make those weird corner connections, but sometimes this works out the best way. Yeah, that could work. Just have to find a way to get up to that second floor. Which could happen over here, I guess. Because honestly, this is probably all going to be one building. It's just too small inside, I think, to cut it off. Here. Or we can just arbitrarily cut it off somewhere that makes more sense. Like with that coming into here, this feels really narrow. Really narrow. Can we move that out at all? No, I kind of like that where it is. Well, before we get too twisted, let's just see if we even like the bones. I like them. They need a little bit of TLC with some spruce, I think. So we can address that, no problem. Big Bad Wolf, hello, thank you. We are slowly but surely making some progress. I like the deep slate roof. I don't know about this top part though. And I guess at some point we have to kind of decide where that's going to stop. Yeah, even that feels a little bit claustrophobic. But that's outside, I think. Yeah. It's definitely got some interesting shapes. This is why I wanted to work on some of these inside designs just a little bit, just to kind of see like what we can pull off. Keep it interesting, but make it feel maneuverable inside, you know? Cormac, see you later. No worries. Have a good one. We'll talk at you soon. Yeah, see, that feels better, right? And then inside here, like, we could just have this be... I don't know. This could just be one house. If we have a second level, we're going to need to put the stairs somewhere. Which honestly could go in the back here. If that is the top floor, I was going to put a window here. Then the floor would need to be at this level. It's going to be tricky. The window would have to be higher. Because the floor would have to be here. Puts those windows awful high. But that's fine, because that would mean we've got to measure the floor. And we'd have to get up to that floor somewhere around here. Yeah. So right away you can see that we run into all kinds of stuff. Well, that's right. I forgot that Stephen ESC was, of course, eating dinner because Stephen streams tonight. So we can pass y'all into Stephen when we're done. That's awesome. Do you ever get overwhelmed by the scale of this project? Like, do you get to the point where you think there is just so much to do, and if I don't, can't teach myself how to stop doing that? No, because it's not one giant build. Like if I find the modern city overwhelming because the skyscrapers are huge individual builds. Whereas this is made up of all these little builds, right? Like there's this little house here, there's this archway. I consider this its own build. Now I'm onto this thing. Like I don't get caught up in them too much. That would come down to there. Then we'd have a platform. So at the very least, we're going to have stairs like there to get us up to the second level. Oh, and they can't be there because that's the wall. So they have to be over here. And that's crazy. Like that's right in the middle. So we have to find a different location for the stairs in here. Maybe we can walk them back up this way. What do we need? We need 1, 2, 3, 4 stairs to get up to that second floor. I guess we could do the opposite. We could come up, I guess, here and go this way. Well, that runs us into this, which is weird. So yeah, the shape of this is going to have to change. And we could maybe turn this sideways so that it comes up a little bit differently. And then the outside roof. Yeah, we'll have to go steeper with the outside roof. This roof here is going to have to do the same thing. It's going to have to go up like this. And that would allow for stairs to be there. Might even have to go a little bit steeper. Don't know why there's another ridge line here. I really didn't think this part through. Originally these were 2 separate buildings, but I think what we need to do is like stack stuff on top of them now. And I feel like if this is going to be here, then we need to somehow run one of these into it. I think that this might have to get shorter. Oh, that's too high. That's too high for this. I wonder if the solution is just to lower this. Giving us a lower ceiling on the bottom. Because that seems like a kind of a high ceiling. Where did we put the ceiling on the inn? The Smiling Goat Tavern and Inn. Way over here. I think it's only 3 blocks. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then a half. That's the same. One, two, three. Yeah, that's the same. So otherwise we'd have to, ceiling would be there. That's too low. I guess part of it is we could just raise this roof. Like this whole thing could just go up by a block. That's fine. That's fine. I am going to sneak away for that break. I'm overdue now. I wanted to hang out a little bit with all the lovely people that came in with the Frog Queen raid. But normally I take a break on the hours. We're about 20 minutes beyond that. So if you're new to the channel, hang out. We'll be back. We're just going to take a 5 or 6 minute break. And when we come back, there'll be more medieval Minecraft. I'll talk to you soon. Giant Frog, in case I missed you, thanks for coming by. Appreciate you sticking around after the raid, and we'll see you next time. And I think that my brain could just not handle what's going on with this roof right now, so I'm going to move on. And something that I think we should tackle is the wharf itself. I think that I need to figure out how I'm going to connect this down to the bottom, and how we're going to work on the railing and whatnot. And if we take a look again at the reference material, I think we can... There's not really much, because it's Lego, there's not much to indicate what happens underwater. It does look like there are some steps down to some wooden wharf things. I don't know if I want to do that. I guess we could do that. I like the idea of having a crane for sure. And I guess that's really it. Yeah, okay. So, what we can do, I have a crane already, a small one, built over here. One right over there. This is a simple idea. So we can move and do something similar to that. Actually, we can build something larger. And then I've also been doing these kind of wharfs. I wonder if we could get away with a dark oak wharf. Probably not. We can try it. But it would be kind of interesting to have this part here go down. So that here, maybe there's like wooden steps that go down. Because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I like the little chain bits there. So we may try to keep those. This feels kind of strange, this giant hole for people to fall down. So maybe we change that. We could bring the whole thing out by a block, which would line up with this, because then we could do something there, 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 and then right on the edge. And that would make that 5. And then we can connect that up. I just don't know if that undermines this position too much. Like, what if this was out here like this? Get rid of this. I guess that doesn't change too much. And if it helps us keep a better like staggered sort of situation here, then I think that'll help. Whoops. Breaking all the things here. Because then we could take this, if I have a stair, and maybe do that, and then that. So that all comes in nice and tidy, right? Because then we can come back in here. Right? That's nice and tight. It doesn't look terrible. And then somewhere around here, either along this or at any stage, really, we can just decide to open it up and go down to the water. in the same way that they do. I'm looking at that lower left picture. So what we would do is choose a height down here, which I'm assuming would be this. Right? Something along like this height. Did people see that screen shake, by the way? Like, that was brutal. Yeah, I feel like we might... The crane could move. The crane doesn't have to stay there. We could have that be wherever we want it to be. It could actually be, like, here. Just as a temporary thing. Yeah, I quite like that, actually. Maybe we'll make this, like, at least 2 wide. I don't know about 3. Definitely 2. How did we do the other ones with the piles in the water? Oh, so they are on the outside most of the time. Picking up every now and again, we don't see it as bad as you, though. No, probably not. I really wish I could figure out what's going on. I hope it's not just a matter of, like, having to get a new processor, because I really don't feel like Minecraft should be taxing the system like this. I wonder if it's server related. It shouldn't be, but I have no way of testing that. Right, so those are all kind of, like, just on the edge. So... let's get some dark oak and see whether we like a dark oak wharf better. Unfortunately, dark oak is going to limit us in terms of texture. It's the only problem. I've got a funny feeling this is just going to be too dark, but we'll see. And switch these up. Where are we going to go down here? Let's go down... imagine this side here. So it's not going to show up on the map because it's a slab instead of a whole block. But I think we should probably line up our piles with these so that everything looks... it makes sense. And I have no idea if the river's going to stay this deep. It probably won't. And then the other one would be here. There. There. And then I think that would be it. We might move those, we'll see. This is always the slowest part, like choosing pallets and blocks. And once I've got the block choices down, then things start to come together a lot quicker because then you kind of know what your limitations are. I kind of like the dark wharf. I have to say it's a nice contrast with the wood that I'm planning on using in the background, especially because I want to do some more wood over here with the this guy. Just to break up the bone block a bit. Oh, the trapdoors look terrible. Maybe if we did the whole thing. Yeah, that's not bad. But yeah, I quite like that. The problem, of course, is that I can't do any other textures. Right? Like with spruce, you can kind of work in a bunch of different textures, but we're kind of stuck with this because the trapdoors do not look good. You find yourself taking a long time to choose things like colors and build palettes. Does bringing your artistic knowledge help? So the artistic stuff is fine. That's just natural habit for me. The problem that I find is breaking out of blocks that I've been using in Minecraft that I'm comfortable with. That's usually the hardest thing. Like I'm struggling right now to try to figure out and remember like other blocks that we can use. Like we can use some note blocks. Can't use cartography tables because they're going to look silly. I guess it depends on which way they face. No, yeah, so we couldn't use those. So we've got dark oak, we've got spruce, but those are going to add some weird depth to things. Not the end of the world, though. What other dark blocks do we have? Nothing that goes... Not log. Just planks and then the two birch, spruce and dark oak blocks. Terracottas, but they're not going to have any warmth to them. Yeah, okay. I 100% default to the same blocks because they work the last time. Yeah, exactly. Like if you're comfortable with it, it's hard to kind of move along. So here we could probably get a little bit fancier with some stripped or maybe some andesite on the tops of things. I don't think we can start to pepper in these guys along here. I think this is going to look a little bit silly. Well, not the end of the world. It'll help us out a little bit. Along these sections, though, we can at least do something like that. Or perhaps with either one of these blocks. So those are not directional. There we go. So we could maybe pepper in a little bit stuff at the back. So we can come in with like that, or no, that really doesn't work, does it? That's a note block, by the way, for people that don't know. That was also very loud. What's this, guitar? Better. So yeah, then we can come in maybe with trapdoor. It's a little bright. We'll just do the whole thing in slabs first, then come back in and texture it. Also, is that where I want those to be? We could also come in here maybe with this and make this look wet. That, or we switch to the actual dark oak log. Dark oak wood, excuse me. Oh yeah, that looks better. Okay. The actual wharf on the wharf build, yes. Yep, we're actually doing the wharf part. So technically it's a stone wharf, but wanted to try and give it a more functional Minecraft feel. I think this is cool. I think it adds some color change to it, which I like. I'm just trying to decide if I like the position of these piles going down to the ocean floor. Not ocean floor, the riverbed. I guess it would look silly if they were in different positions, like if we had them here. Yeah. We don't really have them. We're just kind of underneath everything. Maybe we don't need 3, maybe we just need 2. So rather than trying to line them up, we can just put them wherever. Maybe have this get wider here. And have this be another one. Oh, does that make it evenly spaced? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Darn it. That was close. That was so close. I guess we could trim this back one. Yeah, just do that. Problem solved. Grab that there. And we can remove these two. Something like terracotta. I don't think so. We can try it, but I think it's just going to look too smooth. I don't think it's going to stand up to the textures of the dark oak. Gray terracotta would be my guess, right? Like that's the color that I would think would work. Because black is going to be too dark. But they don't look like wood. The only issue. Cosmic Dancer with 2,000 bits. Holy smokes. Thanks so much, Cosmic. There was no redstone. I am confused. Whoa, dark. Bits hype, says Hunter. Do we want those to be farther away? Before we get too carried away with this, do you think that this needs to be 3 wide? I don't think I want it to be 3 wide. Actually, that doesn't look too bad, does it? I mean, it's a huge river. I'm not too worried about space. Okay, if we do that, do we then come out here? Yeah, I think we do that, don't we? And then we move this there. This is probably going to change a bunch over time. A 1,000 bits for redstone, 2,000 bits for Thursdays. Nice. Thanks, Cosmic. I really appreciate it. Oh, those are lined up. That's a no-no. And I guess we can also twist this around. It's going to look a little bit funny underneath here, but you're really not going to be able to see it much. And especially if we hide it a little bit with a dark oak stair, which I didn't bring with me. So this is what I meant earlier when I said that I kind of go at these with passes. Is that I'll just I'll lay out some basic colors and things. Nope, I don't want it. This rip that. So I'm trying not to get too detailed on all this stuff. Like I'm trying to just put the basic tower, switch over to this. That was supposed to be a stair. This might help. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, we could technically just come in here with another one. Thursday night and at 7 p.m. from you. It's, I don't know where I'm going with this. Top of the hour reminder. As discussed. Thank you, Cosmic. Appreciate that. That looks too stark right there. Let's put you maybe back here. Not a big fan of how much they stand out. I was hoping we can get away with it, but I don't think we can. And stairs. It's unfortunate that the dark oak doesn't really blend with the oak very well anymore. Oops. How's the way that you work informed by your cartooning and illustration? Mostly color theory and balance, I would say. Composition. Because a lot of what I do around here is like, you know, framing that tower with this arch. That's an art thing. You do that in a painting or a drawing. Making sure that this tower goes past the mountain so that it doesn't, you know, clash. Having these things staggered. Like all that kind of stuff I think is compositionally stuff that I would say I bring over from being an artist. I mean, right now I'm just kind of messing around. I don't know if I like that. Maybe back it up again. I like that better. It's that or we do stone. Stone stairs there. I'll play around with that. What's nice about over here, though, is that we can do trapdoor stuff. And we can do it on both sides. So we can do that there. And then like that. And I might second guess myself. It might be better to have them on the outside. I mean, it might be good to have them on both. It's an outside corner, so it works. It's nice. And then here, same deal. We'd go there and then outside here. And then we can come along here and do things like either pressure plates, or I was thinking either pressure plates or I don't have, go with this. Slabs. Let me try that. That might be a little bit much. Whoops. I'd say probably the pressure plates. That or something completely different. But between the two, I think the pressure plates are probably the winners. I think for here, we'll do that. Great choice for the dark oak. Thanks, Cosmic. Yeah, I was surprised. I thought it was going to be, something I didn't like, but so far so good. So the next step will be things like filling this in, right? Like bringing all this down to the riverbed where it makes sense. And then we can create stuff like this. Like over here, you'll see I just had like a support, like a buried support or a submerged support. I can't speak anymore. And we'll do the same thing over here. Maybe we'll turn some of this into stone and cobblestone and stuff. And then we have to address that at the back. But that's pretty good. It's not too shabby. I don't know what we do there. I guess we could put a trapdoor. And then along here we can do stuff with like fences. And can you see them anywhere? Hold on. I did them over here. So yeah, we can throw some lights. We can put like fences attached to make like a little lantern thing. And that will work with dark oak. That'll work just fine with dark oak. Or we could do it with spruce. And it'll stand out a little bit more. I do like the idea of the spruce being used for the crane, because that, I think, will stand out now very well against the dark oak. And maybe this whole thing needs to be like wooden construction on the bottom here. Either way, quite happy with all of this. I'm just going to go get some other chains. And I think that's very close to where I have to call it a day. However, don't go anywhere. We're going to pass you on to my server mate, Steven. And I think we're going to walk. We're going to walk over. If I can type. I don't think I want... Well, I can't connect them anyway. It's fine. Discovered you from Pix and the Spawn Chunks. I'm really enjoying the stream. Give me a lot of unusual uses for almost every block in the game. Nucio, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Welcome in. And thanks for listening to the Spawn Chunks as well. I need to ditch some stuff in my inventory here. Those away. Don't need that. I'm going to grab some of those. At my stair temple, but heading to the mesa. Stay at your temple for a beat. On my way. No! Trying to do things. Alright, that way. I have trapdoors, I do. So nothing too crazy, but like you can see how sometimes having stuff like this will help. And we can either put lanterns on them or like goods, and like they could be like little loading unloading cranes, and then we got a great big one that maybe wants to bring stuff over to this place. This place could even use like a little, maybe this place needs a loading balcony or something on the upstairs. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, we're going to walk and talk. I'm just going to dump a few things in my storage room here. We can put all the dark oak away. Note blocks, just to kind of give myself a little bit of room. Mostly for food and rockets. Should be good. Steven saw your message. Okay, cool. So we're gonna fly, just because it'll be a little bit faster. So folks, yeah, if you've enjoyed the stream, we're going to hand you off to Steven. We're actually going to go see Steven here on the server because I am not alone on the Citadel. Cosmic and Steven, ESC, as well as Alistair, and sometimes Mattcast doesn't stream, but Hannah plays and wants to stream, and Anna Inferno, that's the other person I'm trying to remember. All stream from the server. So we're gonna zip over to Steven's stair. Actually, I'm trying to remember what direction it is from here. I think it's this way. We can fly to it. Should be. Oh yeah, it's very close by. So we use fast travel to get around, but Steven has made a monument to all the stairs in Minecraft. And we're going to pass you on to Steven. So hopefully you'll have a good time, as he is on a quest to complete a stair museum below the stair monument. It's the first time I've walked through this little village. This is really cool. I like the use of the different blocks in the... Oh, they're all the different profession blocks. Cool. There he is. There's Steven. So yeah, folks, if you've enjoyed this, leave a follow. Make sure you're following Steven and go hang out in Steven's chat for a little while. And check me out tomorrow, Friday. Yes, Friday, 1 o'clock Atlantic. That's UTC -3. And we will see you again here on the server for more work on Toltobury Wharf. All the usual places for Joel Duggan: Twitter, Instagram, Patreon is a great thing as well if you want to support the channel. And of course, listen to the Spawn Chunks podcast and the Citadel Cafe podcast. We will see you soon. Bye for now.